Guys. I wanted to redo some examples that I did in class today. In first period, there were actually a couple errors, but also I just wanted to give a little more explanation and maybe help you out since these are the ones that you're going to be doing your Flipgrid with. So if you remember from in class, we took this living room and we divided it into some spaces. Okay, remember we talked about this would be like a reading area. Okay, now if we go by these measurements right here, 7 feet and 3 feet, this section right here is 21 square feet, as is this one. But here's where I messed up, and I have no other excuse for it. This area right here is 7 feet, and this little section here is 2.5 feet, which means that this area, the opening that I'm going to shade in green right here, okay, 7 minus 2.5, that's 4.5 feet. Okay, and if we take this 6-foot section of the wall and the 4.5-foot opening, the entire living room on this side or this side is 10.5 feet. So what we end up with is 2 small rectangles that each had a square footage of 21 square feet. Remember, we said one was the reading area and one was probably the gaming area. Okay. The part that I messed up on was actually the main section. Okay. And if area is length times width, or base times height, then the area of this would be 10 feet. Okay, by 10.5 feet. So your area is going to be 105 square feet. Okay. So now I have the 3 sections. I can add them together. Okay. And I would know that this is 147 square feet in total. Now, when you're making your Flipgrid, please label things, use color, learn from my mistake. Okay, I make mistakes too. You might as well learn from them. Now, here's the other one I wanted to look at. Again, we did it in class and we did a good job, but I wanted to just kind of show you some things that might help. So this is a flag that the person is making for whatever reason. Okay. And so I'm going to color the whole thing in. Now, when you're making your Flipgrids, if you show me things like this, I can see your thinking really well. This part right here got cut out, and we talked about it, but I wanted to kind of just show you how you can visually demonstrate that as well. The cutout part, we said, was 3 feet by 1.5 feet. Okay. So if I was going to demonstrate that, say in my Flipgrid, I might show that I have a rectangle that's 7.5 feet, just like we did in class, by 3, minus a triangle that's 3 by 1.5. Okay, and then I can show that calculation. Plus, I'm adding on a triangle that's 3 feet and it's 2 feet tall. So I just wanted to give this extra little bit of clarification, correction, and maybe just a hint on how to make these things work really well, especially if you're doing a Flipgrid and you're trying to show it to me. I would also say that there is nothing wrong with taking something like this, using a blank piece of paper, and drawing it yourself much larger, okay, and labeling things so that it makes it easier and clearer. You don't have to work with just the worksheet. So I hope that helps. I appreciate you guys. First period, I am going to send this out as a message to you, and I'll link it to our weekly agenda as well.